Boom shakalaka, confusing times for the market. Watch out for Bitcoin and meme coins. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including the confusing times right now, what's most likely going to happen, and watch out for Bitcoin and meme coins. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the channel, the best channel in all of crypto YouTube, and that is not an exaggeration at all. So today, fear and greed index at 76, down from yesterday's 78, but still in extreme greed. The overall market up 2% today. Bitcoin at 76.79, Ethereum at 35.82, BNB at 5.97, Solana 173, XRP 61 cents, Dogecoin 19 cents, Toncoin 7.36, and Cardano 59 cents. In Bitcoin today, right now, the candle is sitting outside of this wedge right here, getting pushed up by the 21 EMA, this blue line right here. Now, should Bitcoin break outside of this symmetrical triangle, could be quite bullish for Bitcoin. But you know what's going on? Well, basically resulting neutral flows for ETFs right now. We have the smallest outflows, the lowest outflows in Grayscale since ETF approval. But in general, net 1.7 thousand Bitcoin inflow compensate for earlier outflows this week. And a lot of confusion in the markets. Is the price going up? Is the price going down? What's going to happen with the halving? Why is it not going straight up? I think is everybody's question. And we will get to that shortly if you stick with us. But you have to be reminded the psychology of a market cycle. Now, recently we did see a little bit of euphoria, but it was very short-lived and it was very small euphoria. You don't have people coming to you on the streets telling you they're Dogecoin traders just yet. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I still think we're actually in disbelief, suckers rally territory before we really start getting into that extreme hope, optimism, belief, thrill, and euphoria. Definitely not on the downside just yet. Why? Well, here's one reason. If we take a look at the Bitcoin power law, even excluding multiple cycles like the first cycle in red, the first two cycles in black, you can see the power law pretty much where we are right now is about fair value for Bitcoin. Look at previous cycles, how high above this fair value power law it goes. We're not anywhere near there right now. As a matter of fact, we're closer to the mid-cycle top. This was when Bitcoin, I think, was like $14,000 before it went all the way up to $70,000. So very, very close to fair value for Bitcoin, which means there's a lot of upward room to go. Also, if we take a look at the MVRV Z-score right here, even if you assume diminishing peaks suggested by this yellow line as opposed to just red territory in the Z-score, can't help but look at this chart and get extremely bullish for Bitcoin over the next year. So no matter what happens in the short-term interim, in the longer term, 1 to 2 years, things are looking very, very exciting for Bitcoin, because guess what happens when Bitcoin breaks this line right here, the pi cycle top 350 times 2? Well, when that happens, it goes on an absolute tear until we get to the peak. So that being said, where are we in the cycle? If we take a look at this interesting chart, this takes a look at the tradable market cap and hash power proof of work value, we can see that red has just started right here. Now, historically, in cycles, red goes for quite a while before we get to the top, telling me at least, based on this, that there is still a ways to go before the top. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin is about to repeat a much larger fractal of this small fractal that we had right here. You can see there was an ascending pattern right here. Bitcoin had 6 candles, broke out on the 6th candle, and then look at what happened. Price launched up. Well, if we take a look right here, we have the same 6 count pattern breaking out on the 6th candle potentially. Could this get hammered down, or could we have absolute rocket moon? I don't know, but I can tell you which one I'm thinking. Probably going up. Right now, if we take a look, bull market trick, you might want to take a look at this one. Each cycle, once Bitcoin exceeds its ceiling, the previous all-time high on these 2-month candles, it takes at least 5 bullish candles on the 2-month, which is 10 months essentially, to reach its top. Bitcoin right now just barely printing a bullish candle above the ceiling currently. If we were to finish this, could have the top by the end of this year. But either way, we still have a lot higher to go. Look at how high these go after breaking the ceiling, which tells me we have a lot to go. I was actually just talking about this yesterday, this which direction Bitcoin is going feeling. A lot of people think that it's the top, but so many charts suggest there's so much higher to go. If we take a look at this on this logarithmic growth curve, there's a lot higher to go before we get anywhere close to the top, suggesting potentially $250,000 here. Or if we take a look at the Plan C stock to flow model, this is getting closer to $500,000 for a Bitcoin. And guess what? Previous cycles, when we're in the blue, it's exactly where we hit previously. And that predicted pretty well where Bitcoin did if it didn't go further. Last cycle, we got wicked off because of all the paper Bitcoin. This cycle might not happen because we actually have spot Bitcoin ETFs, which means we could potentially exceed that, going to $1 million or more per Bitcoin, potentially. And in the short term, you better stack your meme coins. I mean, this is no joke. Dogecoin has a massive bull flag right here, suggesting a 40-cent Dogecoin. And if Dogecoin is going to pump like that, Dogecoin is going to double. You better believe that every meme coin on the face of the planet is going to double too. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. Come join us on Twitter, The Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the coolest channel on all of YouTube. Not a joke. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.